guess I better get to it. Make some paths through here without having to take down any or little to no living big trees. And some of them, like this one right here, I'm not sure how that's going to do. I'll leave it for now because if it does decide to grow like that, maybe it'll curve back up and it'll be a really cool archway. So we can see how that works out. Those two right there are dead standing. Those two right there are dead standing. So potentially I could make a path up through this way. Be a pretty straight shot, which wouldn't be a bad way to go. I would also like to go this way because there's quite a few, like, I mean, this right here, which if I was a different YouTube channel, I could claim that was made by Bigfoot, but I highly doubt it. So coming through here, this is kind of already used to be an old four-wheeler trail that I used, and then it just kind of grew up over time. So coming through this way, unfortunately though, there's that tree right there beside the cedar is definitely a dead tree. So that could come down. It doesn't really open up space unless I want to cut the cedar, which I don't really want to do that. It's not really a good option really. But I definitely want to come this way. This one right here. It's definitely dead. But that is a massive tree. I wonder if the wood's still any good in that. I could make for some nice sawmill boards. So I could not get it to break completely right there, unfortunately. The thing is pretty rotten. So not really able to use this for much. Would have been nice if it was still decent, but it's not. Well, none of that went like it was supposed to. Some reading, and quartz is made from like one of the most common minerals on the planet, and it's abundant. So there's nothing inherently rare or valuable when it comes to quartz rocks. There are different levels. So the more clear or the more rare of the coloring can be something people are interested in, but this stuff is used for all types of different things, you know, including in watches. Jewelry's made out of it. There's some people that hold this in some spiritual capacity. So it's pretty interesting. I think it's awesome to just think about, you know, this rock has been buried for who knows how long. It hasn't seen sunlight, and I come along, dig up a stump, and now this rock is back above ground for the first time in who knows how many years. I mean, that's an old tree, So I'm guessing that it's probably been there for a while. So it's just kind of cool, you know, if nothing else in life, when I'm dead and gone, this rock will still be around. And it may even still be above ground because of me. So that's kind of cool. It's something that you know, might mean nothing to a lot of people, but we're here for a very short time, and these things are here for much longer. So it's kind of cool to hold a piece of history, and kind of like holding history and future in your hand at once, because this thing will be here long after I'm gone. Maybe being dug up by somebody else in 500 years or something, who knows? But it's pretty cool. Anyway, enough babbling. Anyway, appreciate you hanging out and watching me almost kill myself and get some stuff done. All right, thanks.